favorite hoodie and just get on with it. Just get on with it. With my million songs about laughing, my million songs about crying. If I ever say I've made head nor tails of that shit, I'm lying, I'm lying, I'm lying. Amanda, don't wake me. Amanda, don't wake me. Amanda, don't wake me. I've seen it all before. I've seen it all before. And well, Oldham's got a new partner, and me, well, I do too. And he can do all the things that you never could do. With my million songs about laughing, and my million songs about crying. If I ever say I've made head nor tails of that shit, I'm lying, I'm lying, I'm lying. Amanda, don't wake me. Amanda, don't wake me. Amanda, don't wake me. I've seen it all before. I've seen it all before. Amanda, Amanda, do you ever think of me? Amanda, oh Amanda, do you ever think of me? Amanda, oh Amanda, do you ever think of me? This isn't North by Northwest, and you're not Cary Grant. Don't be so naive to think you can save your friends, 'cause you can, 'cause you can. But let's hope they can save you, 'cause you're the one who needs it most. You think you'll ever make a mistake that you'll pay for, you'll pay for. My hands, they smell like smoke. I don't even smoke. I can only hope. It's just your way of getting through to me. Getting through to me. You're trying to piss in a speaker. Can I go any deeper? It's crazy to think that one day you were just like me. Can't get your hands in your jacket sleeve, you gotta walk the dog. Now you're dragged from your bed to your brothers in the morning fog. My hands, they smell like smoke. I don't even smoke. I can only hope. It's just your way of getting through to me. Getting through to me. Would you bring my life meaning through you and be man? With life just 70 years of grieving, would you bring my life meaning through you and be man? Was life just 70 years of grieving, of grieving?
So I'm Kyle Wood. I make music under the name Lovers Turn to Monsters, and I've been doing it for like 11 years, which is way too long to be called Lovers Turn to Monsters, but kind of where I am. I was born and raised in Whitburn, West Lothian, a small horrible mining village, which has produced a large amount of celebrities at the moment, but that's beside the point. But I moved to Glasgow 5 years ago, and that's where I'm based currently. Music's always been a big part of my life. My parents obviously loved music, so all my influences kind of like root back from the stuff that my parents were listening to. My dad forced me to listen to Bob Dylan and Neil Young and stuff when I was younger, so I've always been obsessed with the whole singer-songwriter thing. So my influences always tend to lean towards what I always say is like what starts off as a single vision. So like Randy Newman and Lou Barlow and Loudon Wainwright, and then like Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Waxahachie, Kate Crutchfield stuff. The music scene in Glasgow is always booming, and when I've failed to book tours, I've realised that we all have it very lucky in Glasgow for how many venues there are and how many people there are that are like willing to help out. I feel like when you go further afield, it can sometimes be more insular and more specific to genres and stuff, whereas in Glasgow there's venues like Bloc and stuff that appeal to everybody and are happy to put on bands night after night after night, or when they could. And I think because of that, I've walked into gigs and walked into venues and discovered new bands and made friends with people that have then, in the long run, kind of influenced me with their tastes and led to me doing other projects and being in other bands and stuff with people that I've met exclusively through doing stuff like that. So it's all positive. All. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You can cut that bit. There's tons and tons of people doing DIY stuff in Glasgow, promoters and musicians who do their own stuff. I don't think, personally, I don't really understand doing it in any other way. Like I said earlier about my influences, like I'm obsessed with like the single vision, and I feel like when you start to bring other people into it, it can kind of dilute it and stuff. And I think doing DIY and doing things on a kind of single lane of yourself helps you relate to other people better and make better relationships with like promoters, because they know exactly what you're kind of pushing forward and what you're interested in, and then they can pull from that and, you know, put you on with like the right bands and introduce you to the right people and stuff. And I think it's like I see music more as a kind of friendships, a really expansive friendship circle, rather than it being like a kind of business orientated vibe. When it comes to maintaining momentum during this whole pandemic, I guess I'm one of the lucky people where momentum's not really an issue for me. Again, because I'm not someone who tours, the only things I really do with Lovers Turn to Monsters is record songs in my bedroom and play gigs at Bloc. So really I've only lost one of those things. So and now we're here doing this, so and we're back to 2 and 2. I've been doing a project which is only ridiculous when I stand back and look at it, where I've been making custom EPs for people. So I think at the start of lockdown, I got like 12 orders and made 12 EPs, which when I look back at it is like 75 songs. And so yeah, momentum, not really an issue there. Quality, now that's where the trouble starts. Yeah, so again, future plans at the moment are few and far between with the uncertainty of things, but I did, when the rules and restrictions were lifted slightly, managed to record a new single called What About My Planets, which I'm releasing on vinyl on Friday the 13th. Past that, it's again just continuing onwards to keep doing Lovers Hunting Monsters. When gigs are back, I can start pushing stuff with I had a full band, which we were getting into a comfortable state before we then weren't allowed to see each other. So keep pushing the band, and maybe finally record another full band studio collection. But again, that's all virus permitting.
Stuck in the car with my headache blues. Will I ever win? I'm too busy losing. Is there anything worse than being halfway home? Now I'm stuck in the flat, sad and sober. Will my brain ever get over it? So it's no worse off than anyone else. Mike, he said it best. Feels like me, like me, like me, like me. If I die, bury me in Sam's jacket, and on my gravestone write, wish you were here. Maybe you'll come back as some famous country singer, always smiling from here to here. If not, if not, if not, I'll be fine. I drank too much again, so now I'm dancing on my own. A girl caught your eye tonight, so now I'm with Katie on the phone. I'm trying my hardest to get fucking lost, trying my hardest to figure out the cost of some food. Maybe a bus back home. Maybe I should go somewhere else and dance some more on my own. I'm like Barry Egan, like Hallam Foe, except in life there's no quirky soundtrack, so I'm just a weirdo with a short temper who wanders these streets at night trying to see what he can see. I saw two lovers, too nervous to kiss, standing there in that stranger's back garden. I realized I'd started to miss you.